Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, where this is part 2 of the Oakland A's at Yankees Wildcard game 2018, and we are in the, what is it? I believe it's the 13th inning. Let me double check that. Yeah, we did 11, then we did 12, so we're in the 13th inning. And it's going to be Olson, Piscotty, and Laureano against Chad Green. So let's see what happens. So we rolled a 1-4 is a 1, and then a 1-5 is, so it's 6 total. Column 1, a 6 is going to be a strikeout. So 1 away now. First strikeout by Chad Green. Chad Green pitched in 63 games, 2.51 ERA, an 8-3 record, and a 1.05 WHIP. And it's Stephen Piscotty. That's going to be a 1-4, a 1 again, and then a 1-6. It's going to be a 46 in column 1. A 46 is going to be a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks for Chad Green. And here's Laureano. It's a 3-1 is a 1, and then a 3-6 is a 43 in column 3. And a 43 is going to be versus lefty or versus righties versus a right-handed pitcher, leaping catch by the shortstop. So it's going to be L6. And that's all she wrote. So in the following inning, at the 14th inning, it's going to be Marcus Semien if we get to a 14th inning. Let's see what happens. So Familia is going for his 3rd inning, which he's allowed. It's either 3 innings or 9 batters. So we're going to be, just because I've used a ton of pitchers, we're going to let Familia go one more inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you know what? Let me see who I have here. Somebody who did a lot of pitching for Emilio Pagan. 55. Emilio Pagan must be in there. 55 games, 4.35 ERA. You know what? We're going to pull 62 games relieved. Corey Guerin, a little bit better. And they picked him up at the end of the year. Frankie Montes. No. He was more of a starter. Can you see this? Yeah. Edwin Jackson, 17 games started. Yusmeiro Petit, 74 games. All right. Yusmeiro Petit, and we're going to bring him in. I don't know if he's on the team at this point. You know, I can't tell you. I can't figure out what they're. Let me see if I can pull up the roster real quick. I hate to use a guy that wasn't on the team. Let me see if I can pull up the roster. Wildcard roster. Let's see if I can pull that up. Oakland A's Wildcard roster 2018. Let's see, A's announced 2018 roster for Wildcard game. All right, there you go. Boom. It's magic, right? Magic. I got a I don't know, it's a 15-inch, 17-inch screen over here to my left. Old computer, Windows 7. But it works, more or less. Takes a couple seconds to upload. A short pause right here. Now the Yanks are bringing up Judge, Hicks, and Stanton. Let me see if I can find their roster. All right, pitchers. Edwin Jackson, Emilio Pagan, Yusmeiro Petit. Okay. Yusmeiro Petit. He's a man. And we don't even have a color for him anymore. I guess we can start with yellow again. But, you know what? We can even do a red. Let's do a red. So it's going to be Judge. There we go. All right. We're ready to roll. Literally. Here's Judge. Steps in the box. Yusmeiro Petit looks in for the sign. And it's going to be a 4-4. 4-4 is shortstop. That's going to be a 2. And it's going to be 4-5, which is 18. 18 column 4. 18 column 4 is a grounder to first. Runners advance 1 base. Shortstop 6-3. 1 out. So the always dangerous Aaron Judge grounds out. 1 away. Bottom of the 14th, excuse me. And it's going to be 5-2. So it's a 1 there. It's a 1 with a 4. So it's going to be 5-2 and then 5-4, which is a 3. So it's going to be a 4 altogether. So 5-4 is going to be a grounded to short. Pitcher has a raised number 6, 7, 8, or 9. Nope. So it's going to be a grounded to short 6-3, 2 away. And Giancarlo Stanton with 2 outs in the bottom of the 14th inning. Wildcard playoff game. 5-3, and that's going to be a 1. And then 5-3 down here is going to be a 6. A 6 in column 5. And it says if pitcher has a raised number, this applies here. Result is 6, 7, 8, or 9 based on balls. Roll 1 die. If the die is higher than the number, now the number of 5-3 is a 3. So if let's see what happens, and it's not higher. So if the die is higher than the number, score a base on balls. If not, count as 2 balls. Okay. Ball 2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 14th inning. It's Giancarlo Stanton. Oh boy, that's a 6. So that's a 6-2, which is a 3, and then another 6-2 is a 9. That's an 11, and it has the little asterisk there. And that is my impression of that. Is that's the question that I've had. That when that asterisk is there, it kind of guides you to look at the 11 or 12 home run chart, because that has an asterisk. So that's what I'm thinking. Again, I've been basically advised that anytime there's an 11 or a 12, you look at that optional chart. But I'm seeing this little star. Now, if that star doesn't apply for that, what would it represent in column 6 other than that? I don't see it anywhere else. So let's double check that, because that's going to be a 6-2 is a 3, and then a 6-2 is a 9. And that's a 12. So a 12 is going to put us in a good spot for Giancarlo Stanton. So we're going to roll. As long as we don't roll a 1, we're okay, and the game's over. The Yankees win it, and they go on in the playoffs. Here goes. And that's going to be a deep drive to left field, and back goes the left fielder, Martini, to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. The Yankees win it in the bottom of the 14th inning on a 2-out solo shot by Giancarlo Stanton. So Stanton pays off big time for the Yanks. And he connects here against Yusmeiro Petit, who wishes he had that pitch back, and that's the ball game. Yankees win it by a score of 5-4 in 14 innings. So we got a lot of free baseball here. We got up to 10, and then we did 11, and then we did 11, then 12, then 13. So this must have been the bottom of the 13th. because we had 10 up to there, and then we did one that was 11, and then we did 12, and then we did 13. So this was the bottom of the 13th inning. There you go. And that's the ball game, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Pretty good. It's a fun game, very realistic. Once you get the hang of it, it starts flowing. Pretty simple. There's a few symbols that you got to learn right offhand. You got to get comfortable with the cards and know where to look. And then you also need to keep track of, and ID Jester mentioned this, you need to keep track of the arm rating and the defensive rating for a lot of the players, because that comes up very often. A little bit less often are the error numbers, but that that's also comes up. So defense is taken into consideration a little bit more in this game than in some other games. Yankees win it. They go on to face the Boston Red Sox now, I believe. And this was the fourth game I played here. The final score is going to be 5-4. Green gets the win, and Yusmeiro Petit gets the loss, unfortunately for him. He had 2 outs already in the inning. But Giancarlo Stanton got a hold of a slider that didn't really slide. Tripped up a little bit. And Giancarlo got all of it and sent a line drive into left field seats here at Yankee Stadium. And the crowd goes home happy. Jubilant, if you will. So that's it. CP, Cards and Dice, signing off. Wildcard game between the A's and the Yanks ends with a 5-4 Yankee victory in the bottom of the 13th. Walk-off style, game-winning hit, Giancarlo Stanton. Take care.